Hey guys, I'm here with another commentary here playing as Darius, the Hand of Noxus. Now before we go on to the gameplay, I want to give a shout out to Jonathan who was playing Varus in this game and Tinka who was playing Ashe in this game. I kinda guessed from them, so I thought I'll have to make it up to them. So there's a shout out for you two. Now I did add them to my friends list, so you might be seeing more games with them in the future and maybe a commentary even with them. They do have YouTube channels, but they don't upload anything, so I didn't feel the need to put their YouTube channels in. They didn't even ask me to do this, so I thought, yeah, I'll do that. If they start uploading videos, I will give them a box, so you can go and check them out. Now, I must say about the gameplay, this is a very nice gameplay, and I want to get something clear. A few days ago, I got a message from someone saying, I want a guide on how to play this champion and not some jibber jabber. Now, I don't include the words tutorial or guide in the description or the title of the video, so I don't know where he got this idea from that I do guides. I don't do those kind of things. Maybe I will do them in the future. I probably think so. I might do one for Graves and for Garen. But I don't know where he got the idea from that I do guides, because I don't do that in the title, I don't put it in the description, so I just want to get that clear. At the moment, I don't do any guides or tutorials. But I will do them in the future, but when I do, I will definitely make that clear, so you can go and check them out. Now, what I do is I give my opinions about the champions and then talk a bit about some good plays and my opinions on them. Now, I think Darius is a great champion, and you can kind of compare him to Garen. I'm not saying again that he's the same champion. I just like his ultimate, because his ultimate is kind of the same as Garen. It's all based on finishing off a champion, because Garen's ultimate does more damage once the enemy champion is lower on health, and this champion gets a refreshed cooldown on his ultimate, so it's the best to use the ultimate when the enemy is low. So that's how I'll compare it. But he's definitely not as tanky, because you don't get bonus, what's it called, you don't get bonus armor on your passive. You just get stacks of hemorrhage, which cause you to deal more damage, and that's great. I love the ability. I mean passive, it's not a ability, but I love the passive where you can do even more damage. It's kind of like Varus's blight stacks, but somewhat different, because it's not something you have to activate, it's just your passive. People say it's OP, I don't think it's OP, it's just some extra damage output on this champion. And you see me killing a few champions with it throughout the video. So I think he is fairly good, not as tanky, but I still build him quite tanky, because I never like to play squishy champions. So I do build him fairly tanky, but also giving him more damage than I do on Garen, because you know, you still are the one who deals most damage, and you need to get those damage items. And Garen is more of a tank who still deals heavy damage. A very nice ultimate there from Raven. I was about to jump in and use my ultimate, but she got the kill, so that's fine. His W, the slow, I'm not saying that it's useless, but I mostly use this for the extra damage output, because the slow, it's only 1 second, and early on it doesn't give you that much of a slow. So what I like to do is pick up a frozen mallet, so your basic attacks will slow them even more and completely lock them out and stop them from getting away, and also give that little bit of extra health, 700 I think it is, so you are a bit less squishy. Now what I was building here was just a complete laning build, because I was getting health regen and mana regen, and you know, I should have gone for damage output instead, or just health, flat health. As you see, I went from top to bottom, and then we destroyed the turret, so I decided to gank top and help out over there. But ends up going pretty bad for me, because as you see over here, I slowed down the gameplay so I can show you what's going on. So I tried to pull in Varus, but I fail. I get pulled in myself. I get an ultimate on me from Varus, which immobilizes me, and I get died to the bleed from the enemy Darius. And you say I say, what? Wow. And I say, wow. I really need to stop talking so quickly. You know, it's the killer of my commentaries, because I do think that my commentaries are fairly nice to listen to, because I have, you know, a deep voice, and well, my pronunciation could be a little bit better, but I'm not English, so I'm still learning. But I'm talking way too fast, pretty much in every video. I hope it's not too much of a problem. So you saw Riven over there being very low, and we tried to get her. She goes away. I tried to tank the turret, but I'm too slow and she's too fast. But our Riven gets up the kill anyways, so that's fine. Rum's there, being way too close. I pull him in, slow him, Q him, and I ignite him and ult in for the kill. So that is very nice. So from there on, I'll change to the topic about his E, the pull. It is great. I love the passive armor pen. I think armor penetration is great because, well, it helps me in early game, and also in late game against tanks, because I don't have to get a last whisper because I already have the 10% armor penetration for my masteries, and then the passive armor pen, which is 25 plus 10, is almost as much as the last whisper. So it kind of saves you one item over there. And also the pull is great. I don't really use it to initiate, but I use like Blitzcrank's pull to pick off champions, not necessarily through walls, because it doesn't have that long of a range on it. But I still use to pick off champions when they are stunned or before they are stunned, so my team can do quite some damage onto them. So there you see he was trying to get away. I pulled him back in so Varus could do some damage. I ult in to take him out, and I'm trying to take down the red buff. But as you see, I don't do that much damage, barely any damage actually, and that is because I built the boot of mobility and pretty much health items, health regen, and mana regen. But I'm still on 90 damage, so I'm barely doing any damage. I'm trying to get away from this Akali, but still stay close enough for her to attack me. But Lux and who's that? Ash, they weren't really helping me out. But there is the binding from Lux, and I pull her. I tried to ignite her, but she flashes away, and Rammus interferes. Otherwise, I would have been able to get the kill. Anyways, so what I was saying, I didn't do that much damage because I was building health and mana regen and health regen. What I would suggest is just starting with a Doran shield for the extra health and health regen to be a little more tanky early game. But from there on, I would just go and build boots and then damage for sure. I would go for a phage, and from there on I'd build to a frozen mallet, and then either a bloodthirster or a phantom dancer. Now both of these items work very well on Darius because, well, the phantom dancer gives you increased attack speed, giving you more stacks on the enemy champion even quicker, which is great because you'll get the bleed and eventually deal more damage. But the bloodthirster also is great because it makes you a little more, I wouldn't say tanky, because it's all about you attacking them, keeping you alive, but it makes you stay alive a little better because you have the extra lifesteal. And also it's great to farm with Darius, so it would be great to pick up a bloodthirster because farming with Darius is pretty easy, and you can fill up your bloodthirster pretty quickly. So we took down the turret. Ram's trying to get us, but yeah, doesn't work out. So as you saw over there, Varus was complaining about Darius's ult pretty much being a KS. Well, it's not a KS, but I just did KS with it. That's the problem. But I think it's a great ultimate. I like the cooldown being refreshed on it. People said it was OP. It's not OP. It's just strong, but not OP at all. I like the true damage on it, so you can pretty much just slash straight through them and deal that finishing blow. And it says the max damage on it is about 500. With this build that I'm using, I don't get to 500 bonus damage on my, or up to 500 damage, I think, on my, my Noxian, what's it called again? Noxian Guillotine, yeah, Noxian Guillotine. I don't do up to 500 damage just with my damage bonus, I think. I'm not sure actually, but with the blood, well, I almost have blood stacks. I mean, with the hemorrhage stacks, I do crazy amounts of damage and just burst them down. There are some bugs, I think, or I did notice some bugs where I do ult in and then Q and still get my cooldown refresh, even though I did not kill the enemy champion with my ultimate. But I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's supposed to be that way. I'm just tanking the turret there, and I didn't ult in on Rammus. But as you see over there, Rammus did die to my bleed, which I think is great, the bleed. We're trying to run away here. There's Ashe healing, but she is just getting pulled and slow, so I'm like, alright, I'll go in there and I'll try to save her, but Akali still gets the kill. But I do ult in on Akali and use my Q to kill her, and my ultimate still gets refreshed. So it's no cooldown on it, but I definitely thought it was worth it. I like that play over there. I think it was really well done by myself, even though I say so myself. Riven there just walking into her base out of nowhere. I don't know what she was doing, just, you know, randomly. Maybe she was trolling or something. She could have been. So what I said, just to joke around, I didn't think she would actually do this. I'll show it up on the screen because you probably can't read the chat over here. But I said, "Hey Riven, next time run into me, please." And she said, "Okay." And I was like, "What? What's going on over here? Is she a troll, or is she one of my subscribers trying to get me to get good gameplay?" I don't think it was one of my subscribers. I mean, I don't have that many, and the chance I'm going to run into one of you guys, and I'm talking to my subscribers, if you're not a subscriber, you know, if you're a subscriber, it's about you. If you're not a subscriber, go and hit the subscribe button so it will be about you. But what I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this Riven was just trolling around, I think. I don't think it was one of my subscribers. I don't have that many, so I don't think there's a chance of me running into one of them. There Riven is, and she was just walking around not attacking me, and I'm trying to get the kill on her, but Riven, our Riven, really lame, just KS's me. I'm like, the hell are you doing? I was so pissed. I was so pissed, really. I'm trying to get good gameplay here. I actually am getting fed by a troll from the other team, and you just go KS right there. What's the point of that? You know, but I do get back at her because she eventually does something, and I just KS her with my ultimate. I'm like, yeah, good for you, noob. And it was so satisfying because, you know, when people do stuff like that, it's so frustrating. Riven just tanking over there, trying to get the kill, but I'm like, no, you're not getting anything, you stupid idiot. And they're ulting to get the kill, and there we end up taking the turret. So here I'm coming from the top turret. I left Riven there alone. I don't even care about her anymore. The enemy Riven I'm talking about. This was really lame, but also a good play of mine. As you see, I just ult in and KS. But yeah, it was pretty lame. My intention was to just KS, which was a pretty lame move of mine. But as you see, Ashe was very low, and what's his name? Varus used his ultimate on the enemy Varus, but Varus was still shooting Ashe, so Ashe possibly would have died. But because I killed him on so quickly, he didn't have the chance to shoot Ashe. I tried to give that Riven kill to Varus, our Varus, but he was too slow and didn't manage to pick it up. So Riven died to the turret and I got the kill. Which brings me to 16 kills actually. There I'm trying to take down Darius, but he is too fast. I can't get him. The pull from Akali, I barely notice it. I Q in and use my ultimate to take down Rammus. Again, that true damage is great against tanks because Rammus is a tank. And I just burst straight through his armor and he doesn't stand a chance against me. And also the passive armor pen is great. You know, pretty good to lock down enemy tanks, because with a normal AD carry, well, you'd be either critting all over the place, that, or you'd have to get a last whisper or something, but it's pretty much a last whisper built into Darius, which is great. Now, this was another troll play by Riven, I think. She just runs into me and doesn't even try to walk to the turret. And there she even says, nice. So she was just clearly trying to feed me over here. But I did get the kill. Darius was trying to kill me, the enemy Darius, but I flashed over the wall and I made it out safely. Ashe over here at the bottom trying to take down Varus and the enemy Varus, obviously. And Ashe says kill that Varus, but Varus uses the slow on Ashe, and we don't end up getting killed. A fail play by Riven there, as she pretty much just walks around the corner and fails to get that kill. But Varus, our Varus would have gotten the kill, but there is the surrender, and Riven says go Darius. I think she meant good game Darius. Anyways, that was it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the gameplay. I did enjoy playing this game. I did enjoy playing Darius. He's a great champion, kind of tanky. I did kind of talk about the build I use and the abilities, but it's not really a guide. I still put some information out there, so it's not like this video is completely useless to listen to and watch, but I still put in some information over there. Not too much, but I will do guides in the future, so if you want to check those out, go ahead. They will be there sometime, maybe when I have more subscribers and I am actually a YouTube partner, maybe even before that, because those things could help me out with becoming a YouTube partner. Anyways, that was it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and favorite, or just like, or just favorite. I'm not going to push you with anything. If you want to give some feedback, please comment, and if you aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That was it, guys, and I'll see y'all later.